morning on Denver 7. Our state ranks in the top 10 nationally for ozone pollution, and now you can do your part.
August is typically the highest ozone month for the state of Colorado.
The program kicking off tomorrow that will also help your monthly budget. A scary scene in Kentucky this morning as flooding continues to tear through the eastern part of the state. How one woman was saved by her grandson. And while the Broncos aren't on the practice field today, fans still showed up and out this weekend.
We have a championship potential season, right?
What's on deck once the new team puts on their uniforms to play this week? Thanks for starting your Sunday with Denver 7 News. I'm Jessica Crawford.
And I'm Katie LaSalle. We appreciate you being here with us on this Sunday morning. Here are some headlines we're following for you. The police chief of Newcastle, Colorado, a town near Glenwood Springs, is now facing criminal charges. Chief Anthony Pagney was arrested on suspicion of felony menacing, which means that Pagney allegedly scared people into thinking they were going to be physically hurt by him, along with a harassment charge and prohibited use of weapons. In a statement, the town administrator says Chief Pagney has been placed on administrative leave while this incident is being investigated.
Today's the last day of the Arapahoe County Fair. It started in 1906. It's your classic fair with carnival rides, food, and much more. Today's events include a dog show, mutton busting, and a potato peeling contest. Things kick off at noon, and tickets are $20.
A potato peeling contest. That's fun. Hey, let's take a look live outside over downtown Denver on this Sunday morning at 9:01. Mostly clear skies. A really beautiful start to our day, and boy, is it heating up quickly. We started off in the 60s. Right now it's 80 degrees out at DIA with winds calm, sustained from the west at 3 miles per hour. Your metro area planner will hover in the low 80s through about 10 o'clock, and daytime highs we're back to the upper 80s to low 90s, quite seasonal for this time in late July. Up into the mountains, it's a dry start to the day. Sun is shining over the city of Vail, but we are looking at a chance for thunderstorms and showers to develop once again into Colorado's high country, spreading east across the plains. High 80s over Highlands Ranch and Parker. 90 degrees are expected high out at DIA. 60s to 70s into the mountains with our best chance for seeing thunderstorms develop after about lunchtime. Could see some pockets of moderate to heavy rainfall. I'll take you through the full futurecast coming up.
It might be a clear day across the metro, but Denver is actually the 7th most polluted city for ozone in the country. That's according to the American Lung Association. But there is a way that you can help reduce carbon emissions and to help your gas budget breathe a little bit. Denver 7's Megan Lopez is live with us now to explain how this all starts tomorrow. Megan?
Jessica, today you're going to have to pay if you want to get on an RTD bus or a train like here at the Alameda station where I'm standing. Tomorrow, you will not. That's going to go through the month of August. Our RTD is offering free rides. It's known as the Zero Fare Better Air initiative that RTD has going on. There's two reasons for it. The first is to reduce ozone and to improve air quality. The second is to encourage people to start taking public transit again and to get out of their cars. Ridership has been on the decline since the pandemic. This free fare comes after state lawmakers this year passed a bill to cover the tab for most of the free ridership programs during high ozone periods with a grant program. Now, we spoke with RTD about how they're hoping to change people's commuting habits.
We're hoping that it encourages people to develop patterns so they get used to taking the train or taking the bus, and it gets developed into their routine. So when August 31st ends and we go back to fares, people will have already developed that pattern and expectation of how to ride.
So this all comes as an independent board announced this week that it believes Colorado will fall short of EPA requirements to lower toxic air pollution by 2024. Those standards were set in 2015. However, the board said that the state is expected to meet the more relaxed goals that were set in 2008 by 2027. Now, obviously, this free bus and free train fare month, it's not going to solve all of the state's pollution and air quality problems, but this is going to be a factor in it. And officials say they're really hoping that people will get out of their cars and just try to use either a bus or a train this month. I'm live. Megan Lopez, Denver 7.
Megan, thank you. RTD is overhauling its bus network. The agency decided to put focus on the inner city instead of the suburbs. The plan will be carried out over the next 5 years. The project is designed to increase ridership and address pandemic-related travel patterns.
Take a look at this. Another state of emergency is now declared in California after another wildfire sparked. This is the McKinney fire near the Oregon border. It's in the Klamath National Forest and has already burned 30,000 acres in less than 24 hours. This fire is currently 0% contained.
President Joe Biden is back in isolation this morning after testing positive for COVID once again yesterday. The positive result was just 3 days after he was cleared to exit his initial quarantine. This latest positive test result is considered a rebound case, which refers to a relapse of COVID-19 some patients deal with after taking Paxlovid, an antiviral given to those with mild to moderate symptoms who are considered high risk for severe illness.
Hey folks, Joe Biden here. Tested positive this morning. Going to be working from home for the next couple of days, and feeling fine. Everything's good, but Commander and I got a lot of work to do.
Biden's doctor says in a memo that he continues to do quite well, and while in isolation, Biden signed a disaster declaration for Kentucky as extreme flooding is destroying the eastern part of the state.
And you can see that flooding here on your screen now. The water is just so high, people can barely keep their heads above it. Governor Andy Beshear says the loss of life now stands at 25 people, and that figure could still grow. Crews in Kentucky are still in search and rescue mode, including one man who saved his grandmother from her flooding home. And we have video here that it took a few people to get 98-year-old May out and to safety. And unfortunately, there is more rain expected to hit the area today.
So glad that at least she's doing okay. Well, shifting gears to Broncos country now. The team may have today off, but there was a sea of blue and orange at the UC Health Training Center this weekend as fans lined up to see the Broncos in action.
It was a big day. Some arrived as early as midnight to be the first in line. The gates opened at 9 a.m. yesterday for the NFL's second back-together Saturday training camp. Eager Broncos fans scooped up the 5,000 free tickets available for the event in under 10 minutes. And fans say having a new quarterback like Russell Wilson and a new coaching staff will hopefully turn things around for the team.
You feel that hype to where Peyton Manning was here, you know. Now that's back.
I hope we're going to get the Super Bowl, get to the Super Bowl and just win the Super Bowl. So one more time, like in 2015.
All right, fingers crossed. And whether this dream ends up becoming reality, no doubt Broncos fans will have their teams back, win or lose.
And our Broncos coverage doesn't end here. Nick, Lionel, and Troy will have much more coming up later in sports. And you can visit our website, thedenverchannel.com, for more in-depth coverage. One Lodo bridge is out of commission, and that has residents in the area hoping for a repair.
We are tired of just waiting for them to fix it.
We're taking a closer look at the $250,000 price tag it would take to fix it.
And a little later, Denver is on track to break the record of the most RV fires in the metro. The latest explosion that has fire investigators still asking questions this morning.